The International Engineering Alliance is a global non-profit organization that comprises a number of jurisdictions that promotes global mobility for engineering practitioners. It also promotes engineering standards, and what it does most essentially is that if you are a signatory of any of the platforms, like the Washington Accord, where we are applying to be a signatory, all member jurisdictions, they actually recognize your qualifications as substantially equivalent as theirs. So the notable members of these jurisdictions, it's a multilateral platform for engineering accreditation. They comprise the United States of America, the United Kingdom, Australia, China, among others. We started this journey just over 4 years ago. We started firstly with the Washington Accord, which accredits engineering practitioners, meaning that all engineers that are accredited in Zambia will automatically now be recognized globally as engineers. That's the major reason we started this, to obviously put a value on the engineers that are licensed as membership of the Engineering Institution of Zambia, to achieve global recognition, for them to be able to cross borders and be able to practice in other jurisdictions. In the same vein, it also looks at encouraging foreign direct investors to come into Zambia. It puts a premium on our accredited engineers. It puts confidence in foreign direct investors, developers, to know that they've got qualified personnel to deliver their projects in this domestic market. Yes, so there are two major aspects of this. By the way, this is a process which we started around about 2024. First of all, we were mentored by the Engineering Council of South Africa and the Professional Engineers Association of Singapore. So we went into the universities. Those are the first ones, because we are targeting degreed graduates that are being registered as members of the EIZ. So the University of Zambia, there was an appraisal that was undertaken there, Cobalt University, and also Mlungushi University, looking at civil engineering and also mining engineering and chemical engineering. So that appraisal was undertaken, and after that, we have now done our own report. First of all, some gaps were seen prior to the audit, and we produced a remedy action of how we're going to seal those identified loopholes in our education system, the way we are teaching engineering education. We've done over 500 page report, which addresses those needs and ensures quality, because for you to be admitted to the Washington Accord, you have to exhibit a minimum level of quality for your services, registration, the quality management system operations, the administration generally of engineering accreditation within Zambia, apart from just education. Then secondly, it also looks at the quality of engineering students that have graduated from these universities, how they are adding value in industry. So there have been some prospective samples that have been looked at in the road sector, in the mining sector, and generally in industry, in manufacturing, like for chemical engineers. Now, this paper has been submitted, and we've got a General Assembly in South Africa running from June 13th next week, June 5th, up to June 13th. And during the General Assembly, we are going now to present this paper formally to the entire General Assembly, and the General Assembly will ask questions for us to defend some of the issues which they feel that probably are not up to the level of standard or global standards, or how we will be able to address some of the issues that have already been identified as loopholes in our system. We defend it more like a thesis for a PhD or a dissertation, and after that, a decision will be made whether to enroll us as members. We'll be able to join South Africa, Nigeria, and Kenya in sub-Saharan Africa. Yeah, so obviously this recognition is huge for the nation, our nation, Zambia, because now it will give a value for our registered engineers, And our registered engineers will get a global recognition, not just internally, locally, but also globally. But what this also does is it puts a value on the people that want to invest in this country. You know, when they are coming to Zambia, they look at the human resource, the capacity of engineering personnel here. Are they able to trust these engineering professionals for them to bring in so much capital and invest in greenfield projects, infrastructure projects from the road sector, from mining, real estate, whatever the case may be? What we have noticed in most cases, investors, whenever they come here, they don't believe in the personnel that we have. Sometimes they want to come with their own personnel, which is quite a cost for them. But accreditation with the International Engineering Alliance places confidence in investors. So they'll be able to come with the money, some sort of insurance. And that's what now going to happen. We'll be able to measure how many investors are going to come in, working in association with the ZDA. And obviously, this will be another issue that we need to sensitize, not just the domestic market audience, but also the international market. We are going to talk a lot about it.